Hola, what's up? So it's been 2 weeks since I made my last video, which is not how this is supposed to roll. However, right after I made that video, I decided that it's time for me to end my little journey here in Nevada and move back home. And you want to talk about scrambling some marbles? Um, Man, it is a mind, it's a mind bend for sure. Um, I've been out here now for 18 months, and there's 1,000 things that I love about being out here. However, there's about 5 things at home that will never, it will just never trump anything. And my depression has been off the charts. My anxiety has been off the charts. And I figure that my mental health is better. Better, not better, but it needs to be taken care of. Let's just put it that way. You know, when you battle depression and anxiety your entire life, and I'm 52 years old, so you would think that I would know it a little bit better than that. But you know, being bipolar and living with depression and anxiety, decisions don't come easy. And when I decided to come out here, I had the absolute total support of everybody in my family and my circle, my son, my nephews, even though they were not hip to say goodbye. And it was hard. It was a hard decision to make. It was hard to leave my comfort zone. It was hard to leave my family, my friends. But I did the damn thing. And I came out here and things just didn't go according to plan. And it's kind of unfortunate in the fact that it didn't. And now we'll never know what this trip out here could have been. But it is what it is. So my bestie's gonna fly out here next Wednesday. She is going to ride home with me. We're gonna take a little trip to Cali for her birthday, and you know, I have family out here that that mean the world to me too, and I had the hardest time telling my brother that it was time for me to go. And I cried and I hid my eyes and I was like, I because I don't want him to think that that I am unappreciative, that I am ungrateful, because there's more gratitude for what he's done for me than I could possibly ever convey, or he's gonna even realize. Um, the unfortunate thing is that 3 weeks after I got here, my sister-in-law was diagnosed with kidney cancer. And the short of the long is that she went in, she had the kidney removed, but while they were in there, they nicked her bowel. She went septic, and 35 days later, she was gone. Now, my brothers, like most men I know, they don't talk on the phone. You know, that's not their thing. So the closeness has always kind of come through my sister-in-law, because anybody that knows her, you don't answer the phone unless you're prepared to sit down for about 2.5, 3 hours. Sometimes longer than that. Long enough to make you have to plug your phone to plug your phone in. So that loss was devastating. And my brother's 65, 66. Tit for tat, right? But they've been married since they were 19 years old. He's not ever lived by himself, which he's not by himself. I mean, my niece and her kids they share a privacy fence, so their backyards are butted up together. So he's going to have people, obviously. But, you know, trying to tell somebody that you admire and respect and love deeply, that this just isn't the place for me to be, it was extremely difficult. And but with it being Mother's Day week, I'm not equipped to be away from my son. I'm just not. And he's still going to be 2.5 hours away. But I can call him on the weekend and say, hey, buddy, you know, you want to catch a Rolls game, or you want to go catch a football game? Do you want to come down for a barbecue? I need those. Excuse me. I need those things in my life. I need to be close to him because he's my purpose. And I hate saying that, because then I feel like that's a lot of weight on his shoulders. Like, oh, you know, you gotta be there for your own mom. But he knows. He knows how I feel. He knows how these marbles run amok. And he loves me despite all of my many faults. And who could be more blessed than that? You know, coming out here was a chance for me to try to do something different, for me to get to know my brother and this part of my family more. I got to see my sister. And you know, I lost a lot coming out here too. And a lot of it weighs really, really heavy. But But I'm here to tell you, it just, it doesn't matter. I have rolled it around in my mind. Sorry. You know, I've played out the scenarios. You know, having all of these issues, i.e. the bipolar, the anxiety, the depression, I've not always made the right decisions about a lot of things, and I beat myself up all the time. But it's kind of like I said the last time. Man, I'm still here. By the grace of God, I'm still here. And it's a hard day today. It's been a hard couple of weeks. Because you're conflicted. I have made some of the greatest friends out here, and I have connected with some of just the most absolute salt of the earth, wonderful people. And I'm going to miss them tremendously. But at the end of the day, I have to be where my heart is. And even though I'll leave a little glitter back here in Nevada, Kansas is the place, my friends. And I don't know, you know, what that has in store for me. I wish I had just like a way to even just turn my car into like a rock star bus, so that I could just kind of travel through, you know. And but for now, it's time. And it's time to actually feel better. It's time to be okay with doing what I think is right for me. When I decided to move home, Hunter was the one that I worried about the most, because whenever I would have down days and whenever I would message him or we would talk, and it was hard to talk to him because I cried a lot. I cried myself to sleep a lot of nights here. And I spent a lot of time in my room just trying to digest what was happening, what was going on, what I was doing, where I was going, what was this going to lead to. And the truth of the matter is, yeah, it's beautiful here. Everybody's like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. People spend tons of money to come out here and visit. But what's more beautiful to me is home with my son and my nephews, with my circle, with my family. And I just have to know that it's okay. You see? The marbles, they're going everywhere. But yeah, I've tried to work as much as I can so that it won't be so scary going back home. But damn it, man, I am beyond thankful. Beyond thankful. So, even though it's been, I tell you, it's doot, 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 doot. And I've kind of been on a down. So, here it is. Mama's coming home. So, I'm going to try to make a few more of these before I head back to Kansas and kind of catalog and video journal the dates leading up to and including going home. So thanks for listening, and just know that you're just not the only one. We don't live on the island alone, and I've said that before. There's not much real estate space left on that island. So, talk it out. Do this. Video it, and you look at it, and you talk to yourself. Give yourself a pep talk. I do that. I learned how to do that when I went back to school and had to take my speech class. And I aced it with flying colors, but I tell you what, I used a lot of battery and space, and because I would read my speeches over and over and over and record them so I could see they didn't look so terrible or I didn't sound so dumb. So there's days I give myself pep talks, and this could be kind of one of them. I just happen to be sharing it with you. So pep talk it up. Head up, chest out, shoulders back. Because we got this. We got another 24. We just made another 24. So let's look to the next. Talk to you soon.